Yeah, it's your boy Cornerman Boxing. I have the honor today and pleasure to be here with Mr. Nico Ali Walsh, 2-0,
Yes.
2 knockouts. Here back in New York. Well, for the first time in New York, I believe.
First time, yes.
Wow, for a big fight in Madison Square Garden.
Huge.
How do you feel right now, champ? What's going through your mind, man?
You know, all the nerves is behind me. I felt that for my first fight. You know, right now I'm just so excited. I'm stoked to be fighting here at Madison Square Garden. It's a dream come true.
Right, and as we know, man, you have carry a great legacy. You're the greatest of all times. You know, grandson. Now, I mean, how much does that mean to you, being able to represent and keep that legacy alive?
It means the world to me, you know, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep the legacy alive, and I feel like I've done that so far. And he was just such a great person. Everyone knows that, and it's amazing that I get to continue it. So yeah, I'm just so stoked to be here, and I'm doing what I love in boxing.
Right. One thing that stood out to me is that you said what matters to you is what he did outside the ring. Not only what he did in, but you want to be able to continue what he did outside the ring. Can you just touch on that?
Yeah, you know, everyone's talking about the pressures about emulating him in the ring, and I'm like, nobody can emulate him in the ring. I don't feel the pressure in the ring. I feel the pressure outside the ring. You know, living up to the human being he was, you know, what he did for his people, what he did for humans, humanity, you know, that's hard to live up to. That's where I feel the pressure. So boxing is great, boxing is tough, but I don't feel the pressure in boxing. It's what he did outside the ring that counts to me.
Right. What's the greatest thing you can say you may have learned from him, being around him?
You know, his love, the love he had for people. That's what I've learned from him. That's what I try to emulate the most from him.
Absolutely. Can you share maybe your best memory that you had with
Man,
I'm sure it's too many, but
there's a million. There's a million, but you know, my family loves scary movies. We love horror movies, and we basically forced him to watch this horror movie, and it was real weird and creepy, and yeah, that was one of my greatest memories with him.
Wow. Now, Chad, what made you decide that you wanted to, box? Because, I was talking to your trainer, actually, and we both agreed to be a boxer, you got to be just a little crazy, you know what I mean?
Well, no, definitely, the amount of crazy in my family is, we can all be boxers if it takes just being crazy. But,
right.
Yeah, no, I've been around boxing my whole life. It's something that I've always loved, and I just caught the bug, I guess.
When did you realize that you loved that this is what you're good at, this is what you wanted to do?
I started taking it real serious when I was about 14 years old, and ever since then it's been just a climb to the top, and I'm still looking to reach the peak. So I'm just looking forward to my career moving on.
Right. How's it been working with Sugar Hill, who's also a great trainer, worked with many great champions? How has his impact been on your life and career?
It's been great. He understands legacy because his uncle is Emmanuel Stewart, which is arguably one of the greatest trainers of all time. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to improving every single fight. And I think you're going to see a better performance on Saturday than my first two fights.
Right. Now, champ, you're from Chicago, I believe. You were born there, right?
Yes, I was.
Just how was your upbringing? Because I know Chicago can be a little tough place to live.
Yeah. No, you know what? I got out of Chicago when I was about 3 years old.
Okay.
I wasn't on the side of Chicago that's, now Chicago's very dangerous, unfortunately. There's a lot of violence there. But I was born on the south side. I don't even remember Chicago, honestly, because I moved to Vegas when I was very young.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Chicago, I hate to see the violence that's going on in Chicago now.
Right. What kind of message do you have for all the kids who may be inspired by you, who, look up to you around the world?
Boxing changes people's lives for the better. You would think that taking someone who's like on the streets, someone who's getting into trouble, and throwing them in a boxing gym, teaching them how to fight would be a problem, but it actually does the opposite. It keeps them out of trouble. So I would say if anyone's struggling, with anything, even if it's mental health issues, boxing helps with all that. So get in the gym, start boxing. It'll change your life.
Absolutely. And for all your supporters, everybody tuning in on Saturday night to check you out and for the rest of your career as well.
Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for supporting my grandfather, and continue to support me. I've got a long journey ahead of me, and I think it's going to be really exciting to watch and be a part of.
Absolutely. Where can we follow you, champ?
On Instagram, it's Nico Ali Walsh, at Nico Ali Walsh, and on Twitter, it's Nico Ali X74.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, champ.
Of course.
God bless you, your family.
Thank you.
Saturday night and for the rest of your career as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, champ. God bless.